New champions! Kayden and Katana defeat Chelsea Green and Piper Niven to become the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Thunder Rosa makes her long-awaited return. Kabuki Warrior, Asuka and Kairi are back together. Tatum Paxley is stalking the NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria. We got our annual AEW Extreme Rules tag match, and Athena defends ROH Women's Championship against her minion, Billie Starkz, in a spectacular match. Welcome if you're entering the bell. This is DS and this is Women's Wrestling Weekly. We're nearing the end of the year and usually things kind of die down around this time, but for some reason December 2023 is hot. So hit that subscribe button to catch up with everything happening in women's wrestling and go vote for Women's Wrestling Fan Awards 2023 at Diva Dirt if you haven't yet. Links in the description, and let's go right into SmackDown. Alright, so on WWE SmackDown we learned that Charlotte Flair will be out for 9 months with knee injury, and we see Damage Control promo package where Bayley take credit for the injury, saying that this is just a start. She said Kabuki Warriors will be coming for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship, and she herself would enter Royal Rumble to come for Rhea Ripley's Women's World Championship, basically saying that Damage Control will be the new bloodline. It was a really interesting video package because when Bayley introduces Dakota Kai as the mastermind, it zooms into Dakota's face smiling, and as soon as Bayley says it's her dream to win the title for Damage Control, we cut to everyone's face laughing, almost like they're laughing at Bayley. Or with Bayley, it's really up to your interpretation. Then we see Zelina Vega and Michin Mia Yim versus Asuka and Kairi Sane, the Kabuki Warriors, with the Kabuki Warrior music, the Titantron and everything. Oh, how much I miss them. They also brought back some of the cute tag moves they used to do, like the stereo sliding kicks, and it was really nice to see Mia and Zelina back in the ring. We really haven't seen them in action for so long, and they start off this match hot, attacking the Kabuki Warriors during their entrance. But this was really all about Kabuki Warriors. Mia hits Voodoo Drop on Asuka, but Kairi breaks the pin. She then Alabama slams Zelina into the announcer table, and while Mia goes on the top rope, Dakota and Bayley interfere, setting up the insane elbow for the win in 6 minutes. So on paper, it seems like the rest of Damage Control is back on good terms with Bayley. So with Charlotte injured, did we pivot to having Damage Control taking over the women's division storyline? Or is it a calm before the storm? Is Damage Control getting rid of Bayley? It's a very intriguing case, so I'm very stressed. So we don't know if Damage Control likes Bayley or not, but we do know that Ring the Bell loves Dossier, and thanks to Dossier, I'm always smelling great. So for the winter, I'm really loving the citrus tea inspired by Le Labo's The Noir 29. I like it a lot because it's like really musky, but also very jasmine-y. It has jasmine taste to it. Very fresh, but also woody, so I think it's like working really well with the Chicago winter weather. And I'm not lying, I get complimented everywhere. But the real important information is that the retail price for the Le Labo one is whopping $230. So I love how I don't need to break my bank getting this one, because Dossier is all about yes to smelling good, but no to overpaying. Seriously, there's so much price markup in fragrance business. Dossier is all about clean, ethically sourced, long-lasting high-end perfume within reach. So if you're curious, just like me, about stepping into the new way of consuming perfume, Dossier is really your answer. And make sure to use the code 10RingTheBell for a discount just for Ring the Bell fam at Dossier.co. Thank you, Dossier. On Raw, we see Nia Jax come out for a promo, and she's looking so fabulous in that gold gear, and she just stands there and eats the crowd, boos, and it's magnificent. And even before she starts talking, Becky Lynch comes out and interrupts, and Nia slips out of the ring, and Becky's like, "You've got something to say to me, say it to my face," but Nia's like, no, I have better thing to talk about, like me announcing myself for Royal Rumble. She then says the only reason WWE never booked Becky versus Nia match is because they are worried that Nia is going to destroy their moneymaker Becky Lynch. And Becky here again does great storytelling, shooting at each other, saying Nia's existence is purely built on other people's name, like the cousin, The Rock, and then herself, Becky. And all of Nia's reaction faces here is just meme gold mine. Then Nia says, "You know what? Let's do it. Bring the referee out. We're gonna have this match right now," only to be like, "Nah, I'm just trying to see how much you want this match so bad." Nia is so good at being a troll. She's so good at being so bad, and she officially accepts Becky's challenge at day one at her hometown San Diego. And we end the segment with the brawl as Becky comes to fight her at the ramp, but Nia lands a cheap shot laying her out. Another week of great promo. Nia is almost like refreshingly good in WWE in the sense that there's no real good heels anymore. She's a heel that people actually love hating, and her meeting Becky Lynch, who's an ultimate babyface, is just perfection. And then we got the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven versus Katana Chance and Kayden Carter, and Chelsea looking so cute with the neon pink, but Samantha not doing a Chelsea Green announcement, which was kind of bizarre. Was it the foreshadowing for her dropping the title? The match is probably the best we've seen from these four in recent days, like particularly Kayden, Katana, and even Chelsea. They've got a decent time to have a lengthy match and show what they've got. Love that Kayden and Katana were so speedy and almost slippery. Keep having Chelsea and Piper miss them to a point of having Piper squash Chelsea by mistake. Chelsea and Piper also got to show some cute moves. Loved Piper's double splash on both Katana and Kayden, as well as their tag move running senton, but at the end, Katana and Kayden hits beautiful cake stand on Piper. Chelsea make the save, but Katana and Kayden hit their beautiful finisher after party on Chelsea to become the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Oh yeah, this was a good match. Katana and Kayden looked awesome here, and personally, if you ask me, I would have preferred if they had some time to actually build themselves, build their character for this big moment. But regardless, I'm very happy for them. And to look at the silver lining, I am ready for some Chelsea Green singles push. I like this pairing of Chelsea and Piper for what it was, but I'm done with Chelsea being paired randomly with everyone. So let's go Chelsea for the singles run. And post-match, Katana and Kayden celebrate their victory backstage and other women congratulating them. And we have Shayna, Zoe, and Natalya Tegan face-off teasing a #1 contender match. Poor Shayna. Breaking up with Ronda freaking Rousey just to end up with Zoe Stark. I mean, I love Zoe Stark, but anyway, this was a pleasant surprise. I'm stratified. Oh, Katana and Kayden versus Kabuki Warriors match will be so good too. And backstage, we learned that Ivy Nile will be challenging Rhea Ripley at day 1. On WWE NXT, we see Cora Jade bragging her outshining everyone with the return at Deadline. She's better than ever. She's divalicious. Then we have the NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria, the Iron Survivor Challenge winner Blair Davenport, and returning Nikita Lyons all come out one by one, turning this into a big brawl, setting up for a big tag match later in the show. And before the match, we see 2 different segments of tag partners chatting in the locker room. Here we see Nikita Lyons notice something really weird about the photo hanging inside Lyra's locker, with Tatum Paxley's head pasted on top of Becky's. So bizarre. And then Cora and Blair's interaction was like weirdly cute. Blair was showing some really cute side of her in this episode, with her keep saying, "Cause after New Year's evil, I'll be the champion.
After New Year's evil, because after New Year's evil.
Yeah. After New Year's evil, after New Year's evil, after New Year's evil, I'll be the champion." And Cora's like, "I get it, shut the hell up." Also, I love how she keep trying to tag in with Lyra, keep kicking her. Blair was really cute in this episode. So this tag match, Nikita Lyons never disappoints me with her confusing ass entrance, literally acting like me, just spamming taunt buttons on 2K game, doing anything and everything. She just goes like, and she also changed her gear style too. Her gear I thought was like really sexy before, but she made it almost like, I don't know, like bohemian style. Like, I don't know, because she's like a rapper who's also a boxer, so I don't really know where this flowy style came from. She's seriously the maximalist of NXT. Anyway, during this match, Lyra goes on top and finds her stalker Tatum Paxley in the crowd holding Lyra's feather, I guess. And from this distraction, Lyra misses a crossbody, letting Blair hit Falcon Arrow and the knee to the face. And then Nikita drags Blair out of the ring, but Cora is sneaky and she blind tags in to cover Lyra for the win without Nikita realizing what was going on in 9 minutes. And post-match, Tatum Paxley tosses Nikita out, who was checking Lyra, out of the ring to hug the champion, who's all like, what the f is going on? Big win for returning Cora Jade, pinning the champion. I think everyone in this match looked pretty good, minus I guess the champion who got pinned. And how all these 5 people will play into the upcoming NXT Women's Championship at New Year's Evil is really, really interesting to me. I wouldn't be surprised if any one of the Nikita, Blair, or Cora becomes a new champion soon. So this is very interesting. I'm stratified. We also saw a 6-person mixed tag match, Josh Briggs, Brooks Jensen, and Fallon Henley versus Noam Dar, Oro Menza, and Lash Legend with Jakara Jackson. Lash continues to look super strong. Love the Matrix move she's been doing lately. It looks really cool, and love her just throwing Fallon out of the ring. Then later in the match, Tiffany Stratton comes out with Fallon fighting her to the back, but even with the tag partner leaving them mid-match, Briggs was able to still pick up a win from Meta-4 with the clothesline. This was a fun mixed tag match, stratified. Tiffany versus Fallon match will be really good, so I'm really excited about that. And then backstage, we see Thea Hale trying to flirt with this delicious hot British boy, talking about showering and smelling and like all these awkward stuff. But Thea, I see what you're doing. Who is this pretty boy? Shawn Michaels is doing a heck of a good job getting all these pretty boys hired in NXT, and this sexy segment ends with Easy and Kiana making fun of Thea. Let's move to AEW. On Dynamite, we see returning Riho, the inaugural AEW Women's Champion. Riho facing Ruby Soho in a singles match with AEW Women's Champion Timeless Toni Storm, accompanied by Mariah May by the ringside. I was loving Riho's gear here, a bit of a denim moment, looking really cute, and Ruby comes here looking like a referee. The match was fine. I think we all knew coming in here that Riho was winning here. She just came back, but some of the spots were kind of wonky. Like, I know that pro wrestling is orchestrated fight, but don't make it so obvious. Like, you're not even covering her, Ruby. And at the end, we got this really nice crucifix bomb for 2, followed by no future for 2. Riho then hits beautiful Northern Light suplex, followed by dragon suplex and double knees for the win. Yeah, I think this match was fine.
Good. Not bad.
You know my issues with Riho booking. I like the denim look, but I don't get the sense how this return will be different from her previous returns. And Timeless Toni Storm is such a fun character, but because Riho doesn't have any character, I don't have any like excitement for their chemistry, you know? Like, AEW is so terrible at booking Joshi wrestlers. So we shall see how this pans out. And on Rampage, we saw Ruby all upset by her loss, and then Saraya comes in to yell at her, saying Ruby needs her, and Ruby then tells her to beat Riho by herself. So I guess Riho will be beating Saraya too. Then we get Anna Jay versus Red Velvet match. I really like Anna's gear here. Like, really cute with the pink and yellow. Love Anna's gory bomb here that she showed too. And I think here in this match, Red Velvet yet again really shined here. Love the time to stir. She's really bringing so much energy into the ring since her coming back from the injury. But then this Daddy Magic guy comes in to distract Anna Jay, I think. But he just ends up distracting Red Velvet too, letting Anna lock the Queenslayer for the win in 8 minutes. And I guess Anna is celebrating with him. Yeah, I'm sorry, I really don't know what's going on here. I don't really follow the men's side of stuff. Kind of said that Red Velvet's momentum since coming back is really just winding down, but we'll see if this is something for Anna to take advantage of. I'll say just it was fine.
Good. Not bad.
And then on Collision, Abaddon make a quick work of Jasmine Allure with the Black Dahlia. And post-match, Julia Hart appears again using the same trick, showing up after the light turns off. She lays the TBS Championship belt again on the mat just like last week, but Abaddon isn't a dumb neon zombie monster. They are a smart neon zombie monster. So they don't fall for this, they attack Julia, and then Sky Blue runs in and like does this like synchronized head twitching thing with Abaddon to like attack Julia together, only to attack Abaddon to help her emo sister Julia Hart. Despite attacking her, missing her weeks ago, the emo Sky Blue is here to stick with the virus host Julia Hart, and while the Witch Sisters were attacking on Abaddon together, Thunder Rosa returns, runs in from the crowd in a beautiful pink look to save Abaddon. She looks so amazing. The twists and turns in this segment put me in the edge of the seat. I'm very satisfied. I'm really intrigued to see the storyline expand more than just a weirdo versus weirdo one-off match to just spend time during the holiday time. And also, can Thunder Rosa soar to the top of division again with Britt Baker nowhere to be seen? We will see. It's all very intriguing. And we got a second match. Can you believe it? 2 women's matches in AEW show. And we got this almost like this annual at this point winter women's hardcore tag match with Kris Statlander and Willow Nightingale in this like schoolgirl or a saleswoman look versus Mercedes Martinez and Diamante looking badass. And they were all wearing white, so you know shit's gonna go down. And the match started really hot with Mercedes breaking bottle on Willow's head, having her bleed right away. Then Statlander spikes Diamante into the barbed wire bat, making her bleed too. And this match gets really freaking wild from the top rope Spider German into the chairs, and then Stat gets pummeled into the plywood. And I love this mini feud between Willow and this wooden board. She was doing her bestest to break this, hurling Diamante into it, but it just wasn't breaking, so Willow just kicks it in half. And then Diamante opens this office spec that Stat and Willow brought out to show thumbtacks and shards of glasses inside. Oh, I hate it so much. And then they shove Stat's face into it. Diamante even does code red on it. Then we see Willow get power bombed into a table outside, but while Mercedes was busy destroying Willow, Statlander hits clothesline from hell with chains on Diamante to pick up a win. Chaos and hardcore action is what you wanted, and that's what they delivered. I gotta say though, I'm kind of surprised that I haven't heard people talk about this match more. It was really fun, and usually AEW has a really good track record of getting people all riled up and having their women over with hardcore matches. So hopefully this means bigger and better things to come for these 4 insanely talented women. I'm very satisfied. And then we see Toni Storm get interviewed backstage, and we learned that that she'll be facing the winner of Saraya versus Rio match at AEW World's End. And then we again inquire about Mariah May's debut match that everyone's just waiting for, but she's still like, it's coming up. What are we waiting for, huh? Like, what? And then she asks her idol Toni Storm if she can come do commentary for the match, or at least watch the match for some pointers, but Tony's like, girl, I'm busy. So yeah, we'll see if Mariah's love for Toni Storm is continuing. And lastly, with everyone recommending to watch it, I watched ROH Final Bttle, the main event, Athena defending her title against her minion, her student, Billie Starkz. And thank you everyone who told me to watch this, because holy shit, what an incredible match this was. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really been following their storyline consistently. I've seen like clips here and there, but the story of Athena the champion having this teenage prodigy Stark as her minion, going through all the minion training, with Stark's finally rebelling at the valedictorian ceremony, was just such a great storytelling. And the match here has so much stake going in already, with the championship of course, but on top of that, Athena's historic long reign, as well as her saying that she's going to leave ROH if she loses, and her apparently breaking her nose during a brawl. That's why she's wearing this protective mask here, looking honestly badass. There was so much stake going on, so I was already kind of like so intrigued. Yeah, and here Athena came in looking like Bane, looking incredible with that green glitter makeup. I wonder if it ever goes into her eyes. I was kind of worried about that. And right from the start, we see Athena just brutalizing Billie, banging her head against the steel barricade over and over again until Billie starts bleeding. Yeah, Athena is just like incredible, really pushing the intensity, stretching, rubbing all over the bleeding forehead. It was just like so disturbing, so visceral to watch. And then in turn, Billie fought back, going for Athena's broken nose, taking her mask off, just punching. You can feel the violence through the screen. It was just incredible storytelling. And you can tell the crowd there was living for it. They felt the gravity of this match, chanting women's wrestling throughout the match. It just seems like Athena is operating in another level, you guys. I don't know how else to describe her wrestling other than like, she really slaps. Like the way she lands every single move, she just slaps. Like, it's just so clean, so powerful, yet it's sleek. It slaps. The high stake moves by the end of this match was just like ridiculous. Like, I was like, what the hell is going on? The superplex off the announcer table, the top rope German suplex, electric chair driver on the apron. It was a lot. I was like, what? And after the student reverses Eclipse, they each teases using each other's finishers, but at the end, Athena locks Billie in a modified octopus to finally tap her out in 30 minutes, retaining the title. And I honestly fully came in thinking that Athena would be dropping the title, given just how perfect the storyline was, given how long she held it for, and her breaking her nose and her leaving ROH to go to AEW just seemed to make perfect sense. But here you go, they subverted the expectation, super stratified. This is honestly a very strong match of the year contender, and I'm not even gonna lie, this might be one of my favorite matches of all time. Like, this was an incredible showing from both of them. I just loved it so much, and like I said, I didn't even like follow their storyline consistently. I don't even know how and when Athena will be dropping her belt at this point, and Tony can also just introduce ROH Women's TV Championship, so I feel like the ROH Women's division will just flourish even more here, so I'll be looking out. And wrapping up this pay-per-view, we see Billie Starkz giving Athena a big hug, with both showing respect to each other. Again, it was just perfect. Alright, thank you so much for joining in for this week's Women's Wrestling Weekly. Another incredible week of wrestling. I am working on the Britt Baker interview, so hopefully I can get that out soon. And also, if you haven't, go vote for the Women's Wrestling Fan Awards. The vote is wrapping up this Wednesday, and we'll be filming our awards video very soon, all in person, and we'll be announcing the winners in coming weeks, so go vote. And if you want to, you can find me on Instagram at DSShin and Ring the Bell DS on Twitter, and I'll see you next time. Bye!